Performing effective stock market research is the most important thing that you can do in order to become a successful stock market investor. And this is because if you're unable to do effective stock market research, how are you going to be able to find good investment opportunities in the first place? Now, when it comes to actual stock market research, there are many tips that you can follow that can take you from a beginner to advanced, and that's what I'm going to be showing you in this video. Let's start with what stock market research is in the first place. Stock market research is the art of being able to do a lot of research and spot unique investment opportunities that you can then exploit to generate money and create wealth for yourself. There's different kinds of stock market research that you can perform, but in this video we're going to focus on fundamental analysis because this has proven to be the technique that has been very successful over the long run. Successful stock market research involves analyzing primarily two main things. One is the market and the other one is the company itself. Now, of course, this can be broken down into many different components, and this is something that we're gonna get into this video, starting with the company first. Starting with the company, one of the most important questions that you can ask yourself and research is whether or not that particular company has a sustainable competitive advantage. What this means is how easy is it for a new business or an existing business to compete with the company that you're looking at and essentially reduce or take away some of their revenues. If the company doesn't have a sustainable competitive advantage, then forget it. This is not worth looking into because it's very likely that in the long run, this company is going to be overrun by some other companies, or it won't be able to be a good performer over the long term. The second question is, how good is the management of the company? This involves looking at how the company's management is treating the company's employees, as well as what is their vision for the future and are they likely to be involved in this vision and the execution of that vision for the foreseeable future. This is where looking at the company's management and looking at what their bio is, what's their story, what's their vision, analyzing like some of the interviews that they perform to just get a sense of who they are as people, as well as one of my favorite things is actually to go on Glassdoor and seeing what are the reviews that employees are posting about specific management personnel. This is very helpful because it gives you a really good and raw perspective into who they are as people and what the vision is for them in terms of their involvement with the company. The last question in terms of the company or the internal strengths and weaknesses of the company is whether or not the company is in a good financial position. This is critical because even if the company does everything right, but it's starting from a very, very bad place, it's going to be very difficult for the company to make up for that. So it's very important that you analyze the company's financials, know what is happening, and also that as you're about to make an investment, you also value the company so that you can buy the company at a low price compared to what the company is worth. And that way you can really reap the benefits of investing in the company over the long term. In terms of valuation and financial analysis, we have many different videos on our channel that you can check out on these topics, and it's very important that you get involved and learn how to do this effectively so that you can find time and again good investment opportunities at good prices, and so that you reap the rewards of that. Next up, we move into the second category, which is analyzing the company's market. The first question is to look at the competitive landscape, and here what we're looking to answer is who are the main competitors? What is the landscape like? What are the new entrants, the new players that are coming into the space? What is likely happening, or what are some new changes that are taking place in the industry that the company can either take advantage or be harmed by those changes? So be sure to research this. Something really helpful is to look at companies' reports. So if you look online, for example, and let's say that you're analyzing a company in the semiconductor industry, what you can do is look at projections and research papers on the semiconductor industry for the future, and you will get some very interesting insights that you can add to your research arsenal. The second thing is looking at economic conditions and trends. This involves looking at the market as a whole, and this could be good or bad for the company. So for example, if there's a recession taking place, that could be really beneficial to a number of companies, but it could also be very harmful to a lot of companies as well. So it's very important for you to know where we stand in the financial cycle and also the trends that are taking place in the marketplace. So for example, let's say that you're looking to invest in Coca-Cola. Right now, obviously, we're seeing a big movement of people that want to eat healthy and live a healthy lifestyle. So do you think that is also going to benefit Coca-Cola over the long term or harm Coca-Cola over the long term? At this point of your research, this is where into the future you look to see what the company is doing to address some of those concerns, and then you can decide whether or not you think the company will be successful or not successful at doing those things. Now that you know the basics of applying effective stock market research to a particular company, I want to share some really powerful resources that make this process a lot easier. So one of the tools that I already mentioned is to use Glassdoor so that you can look and see the reviews written by employees about a company's management. This tells you a lot about what's happening in the workplace and how is the management being viewed by the employees, which is really important because if the management's good, then the employees should also see that as well. And if the management is being effective or ineffective or lacking, then that's also going to be reflected there. Next up, we have market research reports. This is something that I already mentioned, but these are very effective so that you can make projections, so that you can perform your evaluations of the company, but also so that you really understand the industry, where it is right now and where it's likely to be headed in the future according to the experts. Now, this doesn't mean that every one of their predictions is going to come through, but at least now you have a foundation that can help you with your research and with your investment decision. For financial analysis, we recommend that you use White Sheets, and this is a tool that works in Excel and Google Sheets. And what it's really powerful and allows you to do is pull in all of the data that you need. So it allows you to do three main things. You can screen so that you can quickly find investment opportunities right from your spreadsheet. You can track your current investment portfolio, which is really helpful in any way you like. But most importantly, you can build any kind of model or way of analyzing a company that you want and get all of the data dynamically. So that way you can really assess the company's financial statements and the company's financial health, which will help you a lot in making a good investment decision. The last tool that I recommend is good old Reddit. And this is a really powerful tool, believe it or not. If the company has a product that is commonly used by people, you can go on Reddit and look for reviews. And the good thing is that, as you can imagine, on Reddit, people do not hold back. So you can really see how customers are viewing the product. Now, keep in mind, some of the reviews, they might be a little bit biased and whatnot, but it's good to know because oftentimes they give you insights that you wouldn't have, because these insights are written anonymously in a way from customers, and they're written in a way that they either trying to help the company or they're just trying to be very honest with people, so that way they know whether or not they should buy a particular product or not. I hope that you enjoyed this video, and if there is a particular company that you'd like me to perform research from zero all the way to the completed product, let me know and I'm happy to create that video. If this video was helpful, make sure to subscribe and turn on the notifications on. It really helps us so that we can reach more people, help them make better stock investment decisions, and continue the cycle forward. See you in the next one.